Before there was sin, before there was pain, there was a garden. A perfect sanctuary where humanity walked with God himself. But in this paradise, a mystery was planted. A tree that would change the course of history forever. What was the forbidden fruit, and why was it forbidden? Imagine a world untouched by chaos, where every sunrise painted the skies in hues of divine artistry. A world where the air hummed with the presence of the Creator, and life was a symphony of harmony. This was Eden, the pinnacle of God's creation. But what happened when perfection was tested? What if the story of Eden is more than just a tale of disobedience? What if it holds the key to understanding our very existence? Stay with us as we unravel the mystery of Eden, the forbidden fruit, and the moment that changed everything. Eden wasn't merely a garden. It was God's masterpiece, a sanctuary where heaven kissed earth. In this sacred space, God himself chose to dwell with humanity. Imagine the fragrance of blossoming flowers, the gentle rustle of leaves as a divine breeze swept through, and the vibrant symphony of life, from the call of exotic birds to the murmur of flowing rivers. And at the center of this paradise stood two remarkable trees, the tree of life, a source of eternal communion with God, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, shrouded in mystery. The rivers of Eden, Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates did more than nourish the land. They symbolized the life and abundance that flowed from the Creator himself. Eden was not just a home. It was a reflection of God's heart. These two trees were not placed by accident. The tree of life represented unbroken communion with God, a gift of eternity and peace. But the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, what did it represent? Was it truly about knowledge, or was it something more profound? God gave Adam a choice. Life without limits or the knowledge of good and evil, but at the cost of separation. The presence of this tree was a test, not of curiosity, but of trust. Would Adam and Eve trust God's wisdom, or would they reach for something they thought they needed? God looked upon Adam and declared, "It is not good for man to be alone." In a world teeming with life, Adam still longed for companionship. And so, in the first recorded surgery, God placed Adam into a deep sleep and formed Eve from his rib. A symbolic act showing not just her creation, but her equality and unity with him. Eve's presence was not a mere addition to Eden, it was its completion. Together, they reflected the image of God, a union of love, purpose, and harmony. Imagine the moment their eyes met for the first time. Pure, untainted joy, unmarred by sin. "You may eat freely from any tree of the garden," God said, "but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall not eat. For on the day you eat of it, you shall surely die." This wasn't a random prohibition, it was a covenant of trust. God wasn't withholding something good. He was protecting them from the devastating consequences of disobedience. But the serpent watched. The tempter, cunning and patient, bided his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Did God really say? The serpent's words dripped with deceit, planting seeds of doubt and desire. "You will not surely die," it hissed, "for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve's heart raced. The fruit seemed to glow with an otherworldly allure, promising wisdom and power. She reached out, and in that moment, the weight of eternity hung in the balance. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they had hoped. Shame replaced innocence, fear replaced peace, and separation replaced unity. The first sin was not about fruit, it was about the heart, a decision to distrust the Creator and grasp for control. But even in judgment there was mercy. God's plan for redemption was already in motion, foreshadowing the coming of a Savior who would crush the serpent's head and restore what was lost. When God confronted Adam and Eve, he didn't ask because he didn't know. He asked to show them their hearts. "Where are you?" he called out, not in anger but in grief, longing for the relationship that had been broken. To Adam, he said, "Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat from it all the days of your life." To Eve, "I will make your pain in childbearing very severe." And to the serpent, he proclaimed the first prophecy of redemption. "I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. These words were a promise of hope that one day, a Savior would come to undo the curse of sin. Banished from Eden, Adam and Eve began their journey into a broken world. They carried the weight of their choice, but they also carried the promise of redemption, a seed of hope that would one day blossom into salvation. Eden was lost, but the longing for it remained, echoing in the hearts of humanity. This story is not just about what was lost, but about what God, in His mercy, is working to restore. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the mystery of Eden. The garden may be hidden, but its lessons are clear. Choices matter, trust is crucial, and hope is eternal. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think the forbidden fruit symbolized? And how does this story inspire you today? Let us know in the comments below. If this video intrigued you, don't forget to like it and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of the Bible. Next up, we'll explore the cherubim and the flaming sword. What were they, and why were they placed to guard Eden? You won't want to miss it. Until next time, remember, the story of Eden isn't just about the past. It's about the hope we have for the future. Stay blessed.